Hitler's attempt to dominate the World Cup led to one of football's biggest humiliations. Back in 1938, Austria had one of the best teams in the world, the famous Wunder team, a team that helped invent fluid passing football that later went on to inspire Hungary's golden team, total football in the Netherlands, and even Spain's tiki-taka decades later. At their peak, they were probably the best team on earth. Over 3 years, they scored more than 100 goals in just 31 matches, and by 1938, many believed they would go on to win the World Cup. But just months before the World Cup, Austria disappeared, not from football, but from the map itself, because Nazi Germany annexed Austria, and overnight, Austria's national team disappeared. Their football federation dissolved, their World Cup place vanished, and many of the Austrian players were ordered to play for the German team. Now, on paper, this would have created a super team. Germany's power, Austria's technique, the perfect combination. At least that's what Nazi leadership thought. But football isn't played on paper because many Austrian players didn't want to be there, some openly resisted. The most famous being Matthias Schindler, the star of the Wonder team, the man they call the paper man. So Germany arrived at the 1938 World Cup with a squad forced together by politics, not football. And the cracks appeared immediately. The team lacked chemistry, the dressing room was divided, the pressure was enormous. And then came Switzerland. Germany were expected to cruise through, but the match ended in a draw. A replay was needed, and Switzerland won 4-2. Germany were out. The earliest World Cup exit in their history. The super team had collapsed, and the irony was impossible to ignore. The regime that wanted total control couldn't control football. That is why the 1938 World Cup wasn't just a tournament. It was a reminder that politics can influence football, but it can never truly own it. And sometimes the biggest victory isn't lifting the trophy, but refusing to play by someone else's rules.